Hello, 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 hello. What's happening? Welcome to Deeper Understanding. Welcome to the big show. How's everybody doing today? It's rainy, gloom and doom, but we up in here. And I hope everybody uh staying dry and getting some rest. That's why I came on a little early today. I want to go ahead and eat and I want to go ahead and get some more rest. Been a busy weekend at work. It was real hectic. Your boy was in there hanging and banging. And so today I just wanted to rest these weary bones. And what's up, Sloss? You might not want to come up in here today. Now I'm just letting you know it's gonna be raw today. Gonna be real raw. But like I said, I hope everybody's doing all right. I didn't give y'all the show Thursday. Uh, I was so tired. There's been a tiring week, y'all. I swear it has. I swear for Lord. What's up, Messiah? It's been a hard week this week from work. Uh, Probably the most challenging week I've ever had in 2 years. So if that says a lot, if that says anything, trust me. No, I'm gonna give you a chance to call in and say what you're gonna say. But I'm telling you now, today gonna be a little raw. I'm gonna be a little rough today. Be a little rough today. And honestly, I froze. Oh, hold on. I sure did. I should be back. Am I back? Am I bike? Okay. Yeah, that's Facebook. It wasn't me. But yeah, it's been a trying week this week. So I've been a little bit more tired than usual. So and then I had to get up early yesterday to go to my guy's funeral. Shout out to you, Deacon Cole. Rest in peace to you, man. You was a good man, very good man, honorable man, and very worthy of the homegoing celebration you had yesterday. And uh, just a good man. You know, I hate to see the world lose good people. And he was a good man, taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him. Uh, you know, just honorable. You know, and everybody that said good things about him yesterday, they wasn't lying. You know, sometimes you go to a funeral and folks lie. They got to lie for you, and because they don't really know who you are, or they know who you are, they just don't want to say nothing ugly in front of your mama or your children and stuff. But everybody that spoke on him yesterday, they spoke beautifully, they spoke well, and most importantly, they spoke honesty because he is who they say he was. But nevertheless, like I said, you ain't gotta be quiet. I'm gonna put the link up in a minute and let whosoever come. We're gonna let them come. But I just want to go ahead and jump into this. It's 5 minutes after. I just want to go ahead and get started uh, and just let the good times roll. And like I said, I've already put out the disclaimer. If you sensitive, you easily offended, or you know, you already don't like what I say, today is definitely not the day for you to tune in or to watch the replay. I know that sounds crazy to be counterproductive against my own show. However, I do recognize my audience, and I know what I'm going to say is going to hurt some people's feelings today. But you know, life goes on. You might be mad at me today. Hopefully, you'll love me again tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So, uh, sorry, y'all. I'm getting my little food together. Uh, Give me 1 second. All right. So, uh, how did I get here today? How did I get to this point to where I wanted to have an epic rant and a blow up? And say some crazy shit. Uh, so when I first started this show, my whole goal was to bridge the gap we have, especially in the Black community, between the man and the woman, the parents and the children, or offer any kind of insight that I can have, or I have, or that somebody else that might come on the show can give. It's been an open platform. I let people come on and say what they want to say. Whatever, I felt like it's important that we close some of these dialogue gaps that we have. We have so many things in between that we don't ever talk about, but we see is there. And my goal was to, again, create a landscape so that there could be a deeper understanding. And up to this point, all I've gotten is positive views on the show. Everybody's enjoying it. People have nothing but nice things to say about the show. A lot of people thought I was going to go on the show and just bash and tear down and eat up our people. But that never was my goal. My goal was for us to be stronger people by having the proper communication and using the platform in a correct manner, in a positive manner, so that people, one, feel comfortable coming on here and sharing, and two, that we started, exchanging knowledge and ideas and wisdom. But for some odd reason, and maybe I shouldn't be so sensitive to those who disagree or dislike me, but honestly, it bothered me the other day. I posted a picture, and I'll show it right now. Give me 1 second. So I posted this picture, and it's a young fella sitting here smoking what appears to be some marijuana. He's got a little pistol in his lap. And all I asked, he looks about, how old y'all say he is? About 6, 7 years old, maybe 8. I don't know, but not very old. Clearly not a teenager, clearly not grown. And all I asked was a simple question. Where the mama at? Where's his mama? Not to say that the mama was at fault, not to bash the mama, not to tear the mama down, not to, 12. Okay, that's fine. I agree, Sauce. Not to tear the mama down, because look, my mother worked 2 jobs when I was around his age. Parents, we get busy, we have lives, we're trying to do everything we can to take care of these children. And sometimes you gotta leave with people that might be a little shady here, there, a little borderline, and you just pray the best happens. Hell, I've been there, and luckily nothing happened to my son. But yeah, so you like, okay, where the mom at to beat the hell out of this boy for doing shit like this? Who took the picture and who posted it? Who's doing these things? Where the mom at to straighten this shit out? And I said that from a place of not wanting to bash the mother, like I said, or degrade her skills. I don't know the mother. But I do know that in our society as Black people, as a young Black man, well, not young anymore, but middle-aged Black man who grew up in a house with a mother, mama controlled everything. It wasn't no dad is missing, man. And I'm gonna say this too. I don't absolve any man. Anybody that knows me will tell you straight up and down. I'm looking in this camera and I'll tell you straight up and down. There is no excuse to me on God's green earth, unless you are dead in the ground, that a father has the right or has the pass not to be there to help with his children. I think that even the busiest father should be able to find time and make time for his children. No matter how busy I was or how tired I might have been, I always felt like I still owed my children my best when I came in that house. Why? Because it's not their fault how I felt when I had to face the world. I faced the world for them. So therefore, I don't have the right to run away from them, to shy away from them, or to be angry and don't want to be bothered because I was busy, okay? A father is supposed to be there for his children. Yes. But my question is, how did we get to the point to where mothers don't have no responsibility whatsoever? If something happened to the child, oh, where the dad at? See, my mama never said that. My mama never said that. If I was out of order and I needed my ass whooped, she didn't look for my dad to whoop my ass. She came beat my ass on her own accord several times. So to me, that's just common knowledge. If the child acting up, well, where the mama at? If the child acted up in school, they call the mama. I mean, that's just common sense for me. I don't understand how that became a thing or how that became so offensive, but apparently it offended some people. And to be fair, I offer for those people to come onto the show and let's just debate and discuss this like adults. No hard feelings, no lashing out. And they declined, and that's fine too. But it brought me to a point to where it's like, yo, and then what really that part was the beginning of it. But what really bothered me is they said I slander women. I'm like, okay, in order to slander somebody, that means you lying on them. And I'm trying to figure out, I know I said some stuff that might have been harsh, might have been offensive, might have been a little rough, might have been a hard pill to swallow. But I ain't never lied. Nobody has ever came back and said, you know what, you lying. Nobody said that. Then they question why I've done it. They've asked why I posted pictures I post. They asked me why I talk about the things I talk about. They ain't never said I lied. So it's like, damn, I'm slandering women? So so my question to start us off is, and I'm just gonna speak very frankly, Black women, have y'all got to the point to where the Black man can't ask you anything, he can't say anything, he can't question you, he can't critique you? Are we there? I want to know. And I hope somebody calls in today and have something to say about this, because it feels to me like y'all don't want to be questioned by anybody. You don't want nobody critiquing you. You don't want nobody saying nothing to you. You don't want nobody saying anything about you. But yet and still, y'all can say whatever the fuck you want to say about any Black man that's breathing, living, or dying, or whatever. You know, and I look at I see some of the posts that go on there. They talk bad about the man. They post his picture. Hell, some of them say the man gay or he down low or whatever. They do everything they can to tear that man down, and nobody says a word. All you see on there is a bunch of likes, loves, amens. I know that's right. They're laughing and all that type of shit. But then when one man asks the question about a little boy who's clearly having some problems and just says, well, where does mama at? Oh, it turns into a personal attack on me. And I don't understand that. So like I said, Black women, have we got to the point? Have y'all got to the point to where we can't talk and communicate in our own community to fix our own shit that we know that is wrong? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Have we got to that point? Are we at a point to where y'all can say whatever the hell you want to say to us and each other and God and Jesus and Buddha, Allah, Yahweh, Yeshua, all that, Joshua, all that. You can say what you want to say, but as soon as somebody asks you a question, something simple as where your mom at? Oh, it's a problem? I'm slandering? Okay. Well, no. Oh, let me get something in my head. Yeah, I don't know. How do we get here? There are two sides to that question. It's wrong if they instantly get mad. Well, I mean, well, hell, I'm about to really make them mad. See, I don't understand how we've gotten to the point to where we seeing the shit wrong in our community and we don't want to fix the stuff. We thinking it's okay. We normalizing the dysfunction. We're normalizing the destruction of our own people. And I don't understand that. It bothers me. It was a ton of women, ton of young girls this week coming through there trying to get in the bar. These children are our kids' age, 18, 17 years old, trying to get into the bar. And that's nothing new. I know that happens. That happens in every culture, in every city in America. But what bothers me is one of the girls was so high, she could not stand up. Her friends was holding her up. And I said, baby, you too drunk. She said, I ain't drunk. I'm high, nigga. Oh, well, hell, you too high. You can't come in here. I'm sorry. Then look at her ID. She born in 2003, 2004. I asked her, where your mama at? I'm going to tell your mama you out here. Why are you out here trying to hang out and you can't even stand up? How are you going to get in the house? What's going to happen if somebody grab you? You can't even run away. Wearing all these fuzzy slippers, wearing all these damn wigs, and every black girl that came through there, except maybe one or two this weekend, all I saw was wigs and lace fronts and units and nails and lashes that touched the top of their damn forehead. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all are wearing disguises. You don't even know who you are anymore. And we keep normalizing this dysfunction. And I don't care what nobody say about this. To me, that's a sign that you insecure. You don't like what you look like. You don't like how you feel about yourself. So you got to paint a different person on you. You got to put on a disguise so you don't look who you're supposed to look like. Oh, I know I'm telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth. Walking around here in fuzzy slippers and bonnets and shit. How you going out in public and going to a bar in a bonnet? You putting on some house shoes to come to, and I ain't talking about, I saw some that your grandmama used to whoop your ass with the plastic hard bottoms that slide when she walk across the floor in the kitchen. It look like sparks gonna come up out of it because it make that crunch and sliding noise. I know what I'm talking about. My aunties and them, all of them had some of them house shoes, them flimsy ass house shoes, that hard ass bottom, plastic bottom that would take the skin off your ass when they hit you with it. Yeah, they coming in out there with that stuff on. That's not real. Come on. What is wrong with us? But y'all don't want to be told anything. You don't want the black man to tell you anything. But you always talking about what you want in a black man. And then it's another thing I keep hearing. Well, white women do it. I ain't never in my life heard no white woman say, well, black women do it, so we gonna do it. No. Y'all claim y'all the queens. Y'all claim y'all the most educated. You claim everybody want to be like you. That's why they got white women getting booties and fake lips and all this stuff to look like you. But then why the hell you walk around with their blonde hair in? Why the hell? Yeah, you ain't never heard, as long as we've been alive, you ain't never heard no black man say, well, white men do it. We know there's some shit that white men can do that we can't do. We know this. We know we live two separate lives. So all we do is live the life we can live. But y'all so caught up on, well, white women do it. I don't see you post no pictures of no white woman acting like that. I saw white women up in Walmart looking like that. Why you worried about her? If she wants to be a fool, let her be a fool. If she want to look nasty, let her be nasty. Why the hell, what they got to do with you? I know people don't really like Kevin Samuels because of some of the things he say. But one thing that he does say that I agree with is if your son, and most of the women I know got sons on here, if your son brung home a girl that acts like these bitches we see out here in these streets and on the TV and all this other place, how do you feel about that? Would you be okay with your son making children with some of the mess we got going on out here in these streets? Hell to the no. And if you ain't got no problem with it, that's because you like that. And you don't want to feel bad that you like that. Come on, I know let the church say amen to this. I know I'm preaching today. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. You don't want nobody discipline your children. You want a man to come in your life and take on, he a package. Okay, cool. You are a package. A man shouldn't want you and not want your children or your child or whatever to go along with it. Yes, you all come together as one. Absolutely. I agree with that. If my stepdaddy hadn't taken me and my sister, we've been in a world of trouble. So I'm grateful for men who step in there and say, you know what, I want you and your kids. Because I know that's few and far between, especially in these days. Most of the time, the dude says he wants you and the kids, and he just want to fuck you and hope little Tyrone don't get up and catch you fucking. So yes, I know that's a real thing. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you don't give a damn about your kids. Why are you not screening who you having around your children? Come on. Come on, somebody say something. Somebody say amen. Yes, man's supposed to want you and your kids. But then you don't want him to chastise the child. You don't want him saying nothing to your child. You don't want him to whoop the child's ass when he needs whipping. You don't want the man to lead your house like he's supposed to. You don't want to be led by a man. You don't want no direction from a man. And then you wonder why your house is in disarray, why you can't keep no man, why your shit keep falling apart. You live in an unbalanced life. That's not what God intended us to do. All this independence, all this, oh, I don't need no man. I just want one. I don't need him to take care of me and all that shit. Where'd they get you? Huh? Where'd it get you at? You just so worried about a man hurting you and railroading you. Pick a good man, you ain't got to worry about that. But see, you're too caught up and too satisfied with being with the Quavions and all that kind of shit that you ain't trying to have a good man, a decent man that you can depend on, that you can submit to, since y'all got to have prerequisites. If he's a good man, you will want to, I've seen it. If you're a good man and you walking the walk and talking the talk, a woman will gladly humble herself and submit to you. Not because she feels like she has to, because she wants to. She realizes, see, a real woman, oh, help me, Jesus. See, a real woman understands her own weaknesses. Black women, I hope y'all hearing me. I know you're mad at me, but I hope you're hearing at least what I'm trying to tell you. A real woman understands what her place is. She understands it's a burden to be in leadership. That's a burden to wake up every single day and have to worry about paying every bill, making sure the kids are straight, making sure you all right. That's a burden. That's heavy. And if you got a good man there that's going to help you with that 100%, see, I know you're going to submit to that because you know that's what his place is. I don't mean to say all that. I just threw that in extra. That's something extra, something for free. But oh yes, you find you a good man, you will submit. You find you a good man, your life will change. But you don't want that. You so used to dysfunction, you so used to bullshit. That's all you know. You was raised in it. I don't blame half of y'all for it because you was raised in it. I ain't talking bad about your folks. They only know to do what they know to do. But when you know better, you do better. But y'all told me you want to be caught up in this bullshit and what's on TV and what's on this and who doing who and what is what. No. Find you a good man. You shouldn't be in your 40s and you still looking for a good man to come find you. If he was all that great, he would have found you already. Oh, I'm not. Oh. You up here trying to compete with your daughter. You trying to compete with your daughter. She 18, 19, 20 years old. Her body look like it just came out the box and your body look like the box. And then you sitting up here trying to compete with her? Stop it. If you was a good person, you was a good mother, you was a good woman, you say, baby, I messed up my chances. Hell, I'm 40, going into 50. I messed up my good men because I was out here trying to do like everybody else. You do the right thing. You do what's better, do better than me. I might have been a good mother, but I was a bad woman. I was a good mother to you. I provided, I protected you, but I didn't teach you how to be a wife. So you do better than me. You be better than me. Yeah, I had Zaquavion and Uncle Mike and Thurman and all these other people in front of you. I shouldn't have did that. That's not the way to do this. You go out there and get you a good man. Let him love on you and let him provide for you. And you provide, you take care of him. And y'all have a family. Don't be out here having babies with Zaquavion. Go get married first. Black people quit telling our damn children it's you ain't got to be together to have no baby. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a myth that we keep going. You should want to be a family. We should want to be raising our kids in one household and not 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 different houses because you don't know what your children is getting exposed to. You don't know who Uncle John is bouncing on his lap last week. And you sending your child over there to see his wife and baby get kept by his wife and he changing diapers and touching and shit. Oh, I know I'm in this house. I know I'm cooking today. I know I'm cooking. Just be mad, hell. Just be mad. You can be mad. Block me, ban me, I don't care. But see, this is the shit that needs to be said that we don't talk about in our community. We so worried about what white people doing and what Asian people doing and what the Jewish people doing. We can fix our shit on the inside right now. The greatest love is self-love. We got to start getting back to that. It ain't got to be like it was in the 50s and the 60s. I already know. Y'all tell me it went back then like they don't exist. Okay, fine. It ain't got to be like that back then. Let's do something new. Let's do something different. Because the shit we doing now, this shit ain't working. You got these men out here. Well, I ain't even gonna say men. I'm gonna say these boys out here, these grown ass boys out here, walking around with these damn bags and shit, these damn man purses and shit hanging off of them and shit. And they come in the bar and they just as emotional and always ready to fight and can't nobody say nothing to them. And if you talk to them like a man, they don't know how to talk back because they didn't been around women and they all quiet and shy and they're dysfunctional out in public. How the hell, how you think they're gonna make it in the world? They don't even know how to be men. And then we have like, well, where's daddy at? Well, hell, the daddy wasn't shit when you fucked him, man. You knew this. It's your responsibility to take care of your own coochie. It's yours. And especially when you know, if you don't take care of your coochie, you the one gonna be stuck with the child. Yeah, you the one stuck with the child. You know this. You know you're gonna be the one with little Zaquavion is Zaquaviano. So protect yourself. I don't want to take no birth control because it make me fat. You already fat. The baby damn sure gonna make you fat. So why you worried about it? At least you ain't got no whole bunch of baby to take care of. Girl came through that other night, full of baby. 7, 8 months pregnant. I'm like, why the hell you coming in the bar? Where your mom at? But see, we keep acting like these things don't exist. We can't say nothing about it no more. It's a damn shame. Look at this shit. Huh? Is this what we want? What white woman you seen do this? It's raining. She gonna use the baby for the umbrella. Yeah, I know it's old, but it's a proving a point. Because when I said something about it when it first happened, well, she may be a young mother, and we don't know what she's going through. Quit making excuses for her. She's a sorry ass mama. Tell the truth. Look at this. Look at this. Don't ask me about where the daddy is. Where the mama at? She got the control. What is she doing? She got this boy eating her ass. Don't ask me about no damn daddy. Look at this. You're going to drown your baby trying to show your little black ass. Don't ask me about where the daddy is. You know he wasn't shit when you first met, when he first asked, said, bitch, come here. I was at the store yesterday. And the dude, I guess him and his girl was getting into it, whatnot. He just said, baby, let's just go and talk about it. Get in the car. Come on, let's go talk about it or whatever. Who you think you talking to? I ain't got to get in no car. He's like, baby, we in the middle of Nashville. We ain't from here. I think they must have been coming from somewhere else. He's trying to reason with her, get in the car so they can talk about it or go wherever here they need to go and get out of the public view while they was having a dispute. It wasn't she just out there just a clown. And then soon he said, bitch, get your motherfucking ass in this goddamn car. I ain't gonna keep asking you that. She heard him got in the damn car. But we keep acting like these things don't exist. But you're saying I'm slandering. Where am I lying at? You tell me, where am I lying at? You more worried about how your body looking and how fat your ass looking, and your children out here is a mess. They can't read. They don't know how to spell their own name. Yeah, you got them looking nice. They got on the Jordans, got on name brand clothes, all of that. Hair done, all that. Don't know how to talk to people. And some of them talk too much. They start telling your business. But you all been over, you 45, and you been over in pictures and got your back arched up trying to show somebody your old ass. Stop it. That's a young girl's game. I don't agree with it, but hell, it is what it is. That's a young girl's game. There's no distinction. There's no distinction anymore between what's the mother and the daughter when you see them out in public, because they look like they the same person. They got on the same fucked up ass shit. And ain't nobody telling them, you the mama. First of all, you shouldn't be partying with the children. And second of all, why you got that on when she just had that on? Nobody's saying these things. I know y'all see these wigs. I know y'all see, and I'm not talking about those who need it. I tell this story all the time. And I know my mom was a different type of woman. I'm not going to try to compare. But I remember when she was going through chemo, she lost all her hair. She told me, she said, well, go ahead and cut all my hair off so when it grow back even. And I did that for her. And she went out and found a wig that looked just like her hair. It had little sprinkles of gray in it. It was short. My mama had short hair. And she curled it up. It looked just like her hair. And she came home, never forget, she came home, snatched that damn thing off. She said, this thing itches hot. I'd rather just wear my own hair. And that's what she did. She put a baseball cap on every now and again when she went out, but that was it. But we act like wearing bonnet. See, and even when Monique tried to say, y'all, baby, she tried to say it nice, babies. Let's start with the bonnets. Oh, they ate her ass up, cancel her. Oh, who she thinks she is? She's trying to tell you something that's real. She ain't telling you no lies. She ain't making up nothing. She ain't telling you something you ain't already heard. But you don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear what's real because you don't want to do that anymore. And you're not thinking about what kind of consequence and damage it's doing to the children. That's what my focus is. I'm trying to help us get together, get it right, so our children can be better off. Not just mine, but every Black child. Because whether we realize it or not, we falling behind. Yeah, we bad, we good in athletics, we good in music, we're good at all that stuff, but we suck at being just regular people. We don't know how to talk to one another. Black women. And I want to see who really gonna keep it real. Y'all say, you queens, and I call women queens, respectable, ladies, sisters, all that. When the last time you called a Black man your brother? When the last time you called a Black man a king? Because last time I checked, all we get called is niggas. Now you so worried about what white people say, niggas, or somebody else say it, but then that's what you call us. See, you don't want us, you want us to always respect you and uplift and don't say nothing bad and don't tear you down and bless and give and do this. But then why don't y'all uplift us? You don't think we need that too? You don't think it feels good when a woman calls me a king or a brother? Or hell, he can just call me a man, a dude. But no, you get called a nigga. And then let somebody else of a different ethnicity call us a nigga. Oh, you ready to kill. But like I said, respect starts in home. There is no greater love than self-love. If you love us, call us by our name. Call us who we are. But you call us niggas. Where's the unity in that? I call it dysfunction. Where's the unity in that? Where's the togetherness in that? Where's the growth? We've been getting called niggas since the beginning of time. And then with a straight face, we turn around and say, well, you better not say it. You tell a white person they better not say it. But that's all we refer to. What do you think that does to a man? But see, we might not, this is stuff that y'all don't never hear about, and we'll never hear another man complaining about. But don't you think that does something to a man's psyche? If all you putting in him is, all he is a nigga to you? This nigga here, that nigga. These niggas, I ain't studying these niggas. What you think it's gonna, if that's all you putting on a man is that he's a nigga, what do you think his mindset is? What do you think he's gonna reach for? See, if I call my daughter a queen and she starts to believe that she could be a queen or that she is a queen, she's gonna act queenly. She's gonna be more inclined to be queenly. But on the reverse side, if I call my son a nigga all the time, what do you think his mindset gonna be? It's gonna be on nigga shit. I'm about done. I'm about done. I'm about finished. I'm about to close. I'm gonna let somebody else come in here. Matter of fact, let me put the link up. I want people want to come on in. They can come on. There go the link, folks. I got thick skin. I don't mind people critique me. I don't mind the criticisms. I don't mind harsh, ugly words. Hell, I get called a nigga every night at work. I get called some sort of bitch. Don't bother me. But it bothers me when somebody's saying I'm lying on them. I might not be the best person in the world, but I don't just go around just lying, just making up shit like that to get especially something like that. Like, I don't understand how you criticize me and say, oh, you just want to tear down Black women, you just want to do this, that, and the other. But then don't you think that when you come back at me and you say I'm slandering and you doing this and that and you manipulating stories to make it look like we look bad, ain't that criticism of me? Don't you think that's attacking a black man? There go the link. I think. Well, all right. What's up, Perk? I'm just trying to keep it real today, man. I really am. But see, they think I'm lying when I say men have these feelings and these thoughts. But I'm really just trying to help our people get to a better place. And then it's like, yo, you come at me like that? Is that brother and sisterly? Is that out of love? Or are you regurgitating the same shit that's spewed around in our community that's false narratives anyway? Yeah, come on in, Slaughter. I'm probably gonna be banned after this one. Perp, I see you out there working, man. Congratulations to you, man. Big up to you, brother. I like to see black men doing their thing out there. Your party bus is taking over the city down there. Oh, Slouch, you on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go back to the first thing you said with that little boy in that picture. You're right. The first thing, where is the mama? Because 9 times out of 10, the dad may not be in the picture. So the first thing is, where's the mama? Because that means that boy had a phone. That means that boy had social media. That means that boy was around a gun. That means that boy had the marijuana. It had to have been hers or whoever he with. I just don't believe that if that boy took that picture with his dad, I don't believe that. That looked like, I even say it, he was with his mama. But my thing is, okay, by him being 10, 11, 12, was he with the younger kids? And he had the freedom to do so. But like you said, who took that picture? Yeah, you can't set it up and take it yourself, but it still got posted. Where's the aunts? Where's the uncle? Where's the other family members too? So when you ask that, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, because the boy had on newer pants, newer shirt. You know, he seemed like he was maintained well. The house didn't look dirty or nothing like that. You know, so if I had to say, he probably is with his mom, but he knew exactly how to smoke it. So that means he's also been around smokers.
Absolutely.
And he had it sitting, he had enough sense to turn it away from him. So this boy been around some shit. He clearly been around, because we all know the pictures of somebody, oh Lord, they ain't never held a gun in their life. No, he knew what he was doing because he's seen it. And the ones that sit there smoking like that, that mean they about that life, and the house they in is about that life. He's probably living in a trap house. I don't know about him, but I'm just saying what this little boy has seen. He did it too well. Even for it to be a picture, he did it too well. So I don't understand if somebody got upset when you said, "Where's the mom?" I mean, where was she? Where was she? That's a valid question. So what is it that they said? They said, what, you shouldn't have asked where the mom was?
I was told that I shouldn't have said that about the mother because I don't know the mother, I don't know the situation, and basically fathers lead their sons into that lifestyle too, and that if my children do stuff like that, they're gonna blame me.
They're gonna blame both you and Lo. It ain't just gonna be you, it's gonna be the both of y'all. I mean, because neither one of y'all are like that. So, I mean, I think it would equally get blamed on both, you know. But the thing is, I don't see nothing wrong with the question. What did you say about the mother? What did you say?
I didn't say anything. I just said, where the mom at?
Well, whoever responded to that must have been in their feelings, or they just don't like you from other future things. And when you just simply said something about a mom, it triggered them from something previous or prior that you said. But there was absolutely nothing wrong with that, because I saw when you posted, there was nothing wrong with that. 9 times out of 10, that little boy is with his mother. If I had 100 Black families, I know at least 95% of those kids are with the mom. You pretty much the only guy I know that had their kids 100%. That's it. I don't even have to think long about it. I don't mean got them for the weekend. I don't mean pick it. No. Do I know a lot of dads that are involved? Yes, but solely had them day in, day out, day, night, 7 days. It was you. That was it. So I would say, just on Christian experience, he was at his mama's house.
I would think so.
And he was mature. Like I said, you could just tell he had pulled and smoke was coming from it. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And I'm almost positive that was a selfie he took of himself. Because I would say he had enough sense not to put somebody in front of that camera and that gun pointing that way. I just really believe that. I think a little boy took that picture himself, because he did it. He took enough till he got the right picture. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with that. Now, them girls you talking about, like how they come out when I was like, preach. I mean, the shit gets old. The shit gets, it's not even a trend no more. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, I've seen girls get infected. Now, let me say this. I love weave. I love makeup. I do. But it's also like this. You can love food, but you ain't gotta overdo it. Everything you can dabble, but I I don't know if it's just because I've been in Mary Kay for so long. I don't wear makeup every day. But when I do, I feel like it's tasteful. That's just me and my opinion on me. But what I'm seeing these girls do, it don't take no 20, 30, 40 minutes every day. What the fuck are you doing? You are damn near doing plastic surgery on your face with makeup. Who the fuck is that? Who are you? You don't look nothing like yourself. They changing the complexion all the way. They drawing on contour line. I mean, they contouring so bad they finished looking like fucking Michael Jackson. Like, what did you just do, girl? That was a magic trick. Show me. Do it again. It's like, it's a little too much. And I mean, I see what you're saying. I've seen some girls, and I'm not talking about girls with skin problems or acne or eczema. These are not the girls I'm talking about. I'm talking about the girls that literally are covering up. There's no blemishes. They just look like another woman. And then you take them swimming. You don't know who the hell that was or is. I feel like when you take everything off, you don't look nothing like yourself, that's a problem. I'm not talking about enhancing. I'm not. Because I know I look totally different with makeup. I know this. But we're not putting on, I don't know. I'm going to get off of that. But the fuzzy slippers, But I get what you're saying, like with a club. A lot of clubs got dress codes. You should dress up. To me, the fuzzy slippers is more casual, more comfortable.
They're my house shoes.
Well, some are, some aren't. I'm not talking about the ones that are house shoes, but I get it. For a guy, y'all probably throw it all in the house shoe category. I get it. But some of them are actual shoes. They've just been decorated to... Anyway, I get it. But I don't know, Tasha. But you also said, do women not want a Black man to say anything? No, we don't mind it. The only time I would say we mind it is when they're coming down on us about something, but they don't have any room.
That's what I'm saying. Why
Wait.
is it your women are like, Black women are okay with accepting all this praise and all this glory, but they're at the flip side of that coin is you have to have some discipline. There has to be some admonishment. There has to be somebody to hold you accountable to say, no, this is wrong.
Yes, we're okay with that. The 50%, 60, 70% are okay with that. We're okay with, you know what? You really shouldn't have did that. You really showed your ass. You really shouldn't do this. We're okay with that. What I'm saying we're not okay with is the guy actually, and then it goes back to what you said. It's actually a Zaquavion. We don't want that Zaquavion spirit guy trying to tell us what we should have. How can I put it? Okay, so let's say I have a home. I keep my home done. I pay the bills. I do everything. But then again, because this is Aquavion, well, what you buying yourself that for? And it's $20. And you thinking like, wait a minute. You can't ask me nothing. That's what I mean. But again, it goes back to what you said. Why the hell are you even around as Aquavion? So if you don't fool with a Zaquavion, you wouldn't even have that issue because a real man would want to see you buy something for yourself.
A real man go buy it for you.
That too. Hello, I just blacked out in the middle of the street. Hello, yes, you know, or you get to the car, you be like, wait a minute, what is this? What is it? And he done bought it. Like you said, he's just going to do it. I just went yesterday looking for guns. It's a whole nother story. But I finally got my courage up. I finally got comfortable. I went to several stores and I was trying to pick between a Taurus, a Ruger, and a Smith & Wesson. Well, my money wanted to go the cheaper route. But the friend I was texting, they were like, man, just throw that Taurus in the river. But I get it. They're trying to get me to do something that if I want to sell it, I'm going to get my money back and the quality. They're like, when it's time to shoot, you don't want nothing malfunction. And I get it. They were like, Sloth, you're trying to go the cheaper route, but for what you're trying to do, you can't necessarily go cheaper. And I respect all that. The same thing my lieutenants told me. But guess what the man at the counter said, Tashawn? Oh, you're going to love it. He said, I don't know who you texting. He said, but who's paying for this? Oh, my head fell back and hit the damn couch. I said, you're right. He said, it's not really about what they're saying. He said, who's got to pay for this? He said, if it's you, he said, you do what you can do. Now, I've only said that to say this. It was so much truth in that. It was so much truth in that. You know, but see, my smart ass mouth, and to go back to what you said, because he was like, who paying for it? He's like, is he paying for it? And I kind of, it's like you said, Tashawn, I kind of took offense to it because I was like, wait a minute. But then I said, Tia, he's being real with you. Drop it. Because at first, my smart ass mouth said, I said, well, if I wanted somebody to pay for it, I could. I said, but I want to do this myself for me. I said, but you're right. I said, you're right. I said, they're not paying for it. I am. He said, and that's what you need to do. But I was on the defensive side. You're right, Tashawn. But I realized I was wrong. But in that moment that I said the sentence, I said, Tia, you wrong. And I said, you're right. I said, you are so right. He said, ma'am, you got to do what's best for you. So I don't know. I don't know. Look at your face.
Like I said, I've been holding this in for a couple of days, and I couldn't wait to 6 o'clock to get it on out because we've gotten to the point that, like I said, we don't want. That's why I had to ask the question: Black women, do y'all not want us to say nothing to you? That's all y'all want us to do is fuck you, suck your little clit, your titties, and go on about our business? Is that where we at? Just
I think that's where some are. I think that's where a lot are.
Don't listen. Don't give instruction. Don't give none of that. Just be there, be the dick in the glass, and go on about your business. Is that what we're gonna do? Because I want to know, so we can go ahead and I can quit doing this damn show, and I can talk about other stuff, and don't have to worry about it no more. Because this right here is, and it seems insane to me, because these are not little girls saying this shit. The little girls are actually more receptive to what I got to say. Like Deja's 22 years old. She's receptive to what I have to say. Her friend Mariah is 21. She's willing to what I have to say. These are old women.
You can't worry about the old women because there's plenty of older women that are over 40 that are listening to you. And like you said, but I guess you're trying to figure out why is it that the 20-year-old, because they trying to get it right and they know their body's right. They know where their mama went. They know where auntie went, and they don't want that. So yes, they listening with all ears. But you can't focus on the ones that's already bit the dust. You can't, but you don't stop doing what you feel is right. You know what you see. You in these streets every freaking day. You know what you're looking at. You know what you're saying. Just like the girl that couldn't even stand up. And you're like, baby, you drunk. Now I'm high. Bitch, that ain't better.
Oh, she said it with an attitude. I ain't drunk. I'm high.
And how many men heard that walking by? How many
That's what
men
I
said,
said. I'm
oh,
like,
okay.
if somebody grab you and you already got your titties out, how you gonna run?
She can't. She can't. And then that's when the mama gonna come crying, spitting and hollering. Why you let my baby in there? And you like,
she couldn't even function well enough to get her ID out. She just opened her purse and said, "Here."
And let me guess, her friends were just as young.
They thought it was funny.
Yeah.
They thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And I looked at the little girl age, and I saw she was born in 2003. I said, "Oh hell no, you my kids age. Hell no, you can't come in here. Where your mom at?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's some sick people out here. It's always been sick people, but this pandemic created even more monsters because this pandemic put a lot of people in like a solitary confinement state of mind. And it's proven why inmates shouldn't be locked up like that because it fucks with your mind. So with this pandemic and people had to stay in the house 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, woo, that birthed a lot of crazy.
And like I said, I know little fast, hot ass girls been around since the beginning of time.
Right.
And I know that's every child. They want to be grown. They want to be out in these streets because they feel like they are they missing something. I understand. Hell, I was a child once. I felt like I was missing something.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like it's more dangerous because these kids are leaving. They'll leave you. They leave these little girls at the door by themselves.
No loyalty.
We gonna go in here for a minute. Just don't go nowhere. We just gonna get one drink. And they leave them girls out at the door. If Damon call in, he'll tell you the same thing. They be standing there crying, talking about, can I stand here beside you? I'm scared my friends left me. We see this every week. Back when we was out there doing our thing, if one couldn't get in, none of us went in. We go do something else. We go back to the house and get fucked up.
See, kids ain't taught that no more.
I know they're not.
You know, if 5 girls went, and what was the rule? If one go, y'all all go.
You
if
leave
y'all
together,
all go,
you come home together.
Every single one. And the only way somebody could not come back is if their mama or daddy came and got them. Because you done got your ass whipped. You come back with 4 and it was 5. Where the fuck is so-and-so? No. Their mama came. Oh, okay. All right. Exactly. And then you know what's going to happen? That mama going to go call that mama. Did you come pick them up? Because they got to double check.
Hello?
They got to, but see, it's none of that no more. It's a whole nother idea.
And my argument to that is who's at the crux of that? Because the mother is the head of the child. I don't care what you guys say about the father. The Bible says this. Now, if you gonna say God is wrong, that's your business. But that's how it is.
Yeah, you take care of home. I mean, you have to, because when it's all said and done, you're there more. Even if you work a lot, you still there more.
You still there more.
You still there more. I mean, that's just it. I mean, there's just not that many on-hand fathers.
That is your primary responsibility as a mother is to care for the child. Yes, the father, like I said before, I keep saying it till I turn blue in the face. Yes, the father is supposed to help with the children. Yes, the father provides a vital role for the children. But as a mother, you are the primary caregiver.
Another thing, when you said something about that little boy picture, I thought about 3 things. There was some, you may have seen it recently, about 2 weeks that went around. It was this boy, he was about 16 years old. He's at a convenience store. Looked like he was in a Dollar General. He paying for his stuff. His mama walked in with a belt. And she said, didn't I tell you to be at home? And he said something. She whipped his ass at the checkout counter. And the other guy, he stepped back. The other lady looked. She kept ringing up. She whipped his ass all the way out the store. He left his slide standing there. Why? Because she knew she told him not to go. Another one, when they had them protests, I think in Baltimore, that mama saw her son on the news. She went down there and whipped
beat
his
the hell out
ass.
of him.
And you know where he at? He just graduated, and he I think he was a lawyer or something.
I don't know.
What
I
was
know
another
she smacked
one?
the hell. She
She
smacked
smacked
him
that.
upside the head.
Somebody recently did a follow-up on him, and he done graduated from college. But it's another one. I can't think of it now, but that's what they did. Why? Because
this is what's angering me.
Yeah.
Why are we absolving black mothers from raising their children? We give them all these damn excuses. Well, she didn't know no better, and she got a bunch of children, and she trying to do the best she can, and we don't know her situation. And okay, we don't know her situation, but we know one situation happened. We know when she was in that fucking Zaquavion. She let him come up in her. She knew what was gonna happen when he came in her. So why she didn't do something about it then? Why she do something about it beforehand? See, I'm not mad about you going out here and fucking, but take care of yourself. Protect yourself.
Right.
You know he trash. You know he got 4 and 5 different baby mamas. You know good and damn well he fertile. Ain't no pulling out. But see, we keep feeling sorry. We keep making excuses. Ain't no excuses. See, back in the day, your ass get pregnant, they send your ass away.
Oh yeah, then you came back fresh.
You came back with a sister or brother. They
That's
ain't
it.
your child no more.
That's it.
You wasn't getting no absolution from that. You still had to get up and take care of that child and go to school. That's why I always give, and this again, this is something that upsets me, because I always give honor to the ladies that went to school with us, because them girls had them babies in school. They came to school with the baby. They finished school on time. I didn't hear them complain. I didn't hear them make up no damn excuses about being a teenage mother. They did what they had to do. So that's why I was like, well, how y'all gonna say I'm slandering y'all and I'm making up shit when I know you see this shit?
You're not slandering. And I had a friend that I work with, and she's actually on my Facebook. She had, when I started working with her, she had 5. Well, she has about 5. And then I also work with a girl that had 1. They both had their first around 15 years old, somewhere in there. But the one that only had 1, I said, what was the difference? I said, let me guess, your mama made you do everything. She said, you damn right. She said, I had to go to school. I had to work. My mama said, I'm not no babysitter. She said, I had to do every single thing for my child. Then I asked one, and we all was sitting around each other. And I said, let's try to like fix this, because I see this a lot. I said, let me guess. I said, when you've had 5, I said, I bet you your mama and your grandma helped you from day one. She said, you're right. At first, she got so mad. And I said, I'm not talking about you. I said, I just want to know. I said, I just want to know. And she calmed down, and she said, you know what? She said, Tia, you right. She said, I had it too easy. She said, if my mom would have done what her mom done, she said, I bet you I would have only had 1 instead of 5. She said it. And she said, they watched them. They took care of them. I didn't have to work. All they said was, baby finished school. Baby finished school. And she said, she kept screwing. She kept having them. And I said, that was the difference.
Let me guess. That's her daddy's fault.
I didn't go that deep. I didn't. Now her daddy was in the picture now.
That's what I'm saying. It's his fault that she was going out here fucking. Something that she wanted to do, she was determined to do, is his fault.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know.
But that's the narrative that we keep getting spun to us. Well, if she had her daddy.
No, he was in the house. He was in the house. He was right there. He was right. And get this, the one that only had 1, I don't think her dad was in the picture. I think it was just her mom.
Because she had a good mama.
Yeah. And, and she just said, I was just wild. She said, I was just wild. She was like, that was it. And then I had one, it was so wild because I love all of them. Then I had one that had 5 abortions. And we all talked. And I was like, wow, you know. And I asked her, I said, why? And you know what? And I just went out there on the limb. I said, did somebody mess with you as a kid? She said, yes. So I had the front seat to two 15-year-olds having kids. One had one had five, and then one had five abortions. And she told me about how her body was after she had those, like, and all that. I ain't gonna talk about too much. I've already said enough. But it was just something to see how trauma produced this one. Just wanting to do whatever produced this one. And then one that had somebody that stood on top of her neck produced that, you know. But it was just, and that's why I say a lot about counseling, because it saves you so much when you address it and don't sweep that shit under the rug. Okay, I'm done. Oh my God, I'm looking back at your face.
I'm
Why are you so discouraged though? You don't need to be.
It's because where I just don't understand, where do we draw? Like I said, I want somebody to answer this question. Where do we draw the line? Do you not want us to say anything to you? Do you not want us to give a fuck? Do you want us just to keep going out here and just shooting up your club and going about our business? Like I really don't know where this is headed to. I really don't. It's like, when is somebody gonna say enough is enough? We need to reclaim our children, get them out these streets. We some sorry ass mamas. Yes, I said it. I don't see how everybody keep wanting to make excuses for sorry ass mamas. Sometimes you just a sorry ass mama. That means you're a bad person. That means you're a sorry ass mama. Maybe you wasn't trained to be a mother. Like this notion that you come out the womb and you're a female and you know how to be a mother, that to me, that's craziness.
No one knows what to do.
Everybody doesn't have that motherly gene. I've met many women who said their mother didn't do anything for them but make sure they had a house and a little food. And they look like little doll babies, but they didn't teach them a damn thing. They didn't teach them how to be a mother. They didn't teach them how to be a woman. They didn't teach them how to be a wife. They just let them be. And they was emotionally there. They wasn't emotionally there. None of that. Never told them they loved them. Never wasn't hugging on them. Nothing like that. And my thing is, I don't think it's a one size fits all anything for motherhood. But if you give a damn, you're gonna quit making all these damn excuses.
Right.
Like I've always said that if my children turn bad, especially my son, if he goes wrong, I had to look at myself. I can't look at Lolita because Lolita didn't have him. He was with me. So I got to evaluate where I went wrong in the process. I can't blame her and say, well, his mama should have did this. No, I had control. And I always give this analogy. If we both ride a car and I'm the one driving the damn car all the time, and I let the car run out of gas, and I let the oil not get changed, and then the engine locks up, and then the axle breaking, and the tires gone bad. And then you turn around and say, well, damn, why you let the car go like that? Well, you paid half of it. Why you didn't fix it? No, you the one been driving it. Right. Didn't you hear the motor clicking? Didn't you feel the transmission slipping? Didn't you see this stuff going on before it went completely bad? Like, you was there every day. How can you sit up here and blame the father who's not there every day? And if he's not there, you need to evaluate what you did wrong to keep him from being there. Did you keep the child from him? Did you move away? Did you tell him not to come around? Like, what did you do? Did you block him? Did you change your number? See, a lot of these women want men to be Superman and Batman and be a damn detective, and they got to search for you and find you and then jump through 3 and 4 rings of fire and swim through a lake of nails and craziness. Crazy man with a straight face. Well, he wasn't there. Well, hell, bitch, you won't let him be there. And then you wonder why your children is a mess.
Yeah.
I'll share my testimony. I didn't meet my dad until I was 6 years old. And when I met him, I didn't know who the hell he was. He come talking to me, you know who I am? No, I don't. No, sir, I don't. I'm your daddy. I looked at my mama. Mama, is that my daddy? Yeah, it's your daddy. Like, I mean, I say that to say this. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. Why?
Right.
I had a good mother. I had a good grandmother. I had a good grandfather. I had people around me to love me. He was never an issue, whether he was there or not.
Right.
So, I mean, and then especially when I keep hearing this same shit. This was really bothering me. And I'm going to do a show about this next week about interracial dating. I get tired of hearing, well, white women do it and you don't say nothing about them. Why are you so worried about white women? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Why are you comparing yourself to a white woman?
I think the women are saying that they just don't want to take the responsibility of whatever it is they doing wrong. And they were quick to say, oh, well, that, man, nobody is talking about another
Okay,
race right now.
well then say that. Say, well, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm just say you perfect. And quit saying, well, white women do it.
Right. I have no flaws.
Yeah, because that you look real foolish when you say stuff like that. Well, white women do it. Name me one black man that you ever heard in your life to say, well, white men do it.
Right.
You never heard it.
Mm-mm.
We know there's a difference.
A big ass difference.
Absolutely. I've never heard a white woman say, well, black women do it.
Right.
Becky Ann, why you twerking and showing your asshole? Well, black girls twerk.
So,
Never.
right. It will always be a difference. As much as we want to see it change, there'll always be a difference. So
There's
to
a
use
difference.
that as an scapegoat or a scapegoat, it makes no sense. I mean, you see the girl in the Victoria's Secret straight up hit that woman. And what do people say to her? Ma'am, why don't you quit recording her?
Yeah, stop recording them. Yeah.
Well, and then she done blacked out. She done had a seizure on the floor and still chased that woman more than once around that dirt. And what happened when security came? Well, they talked to her.
Absolutely.
And and even when she tried to do the report in a follow-up video, they still trying to like question her, like, well, why are you want to do this? She's like, I didn't feel secure. She's like, if it was me, I would have been escorted out. That black woman would have been tasered, handcuffed, wrestled down till she was exposed, highly embarrassed. And it was this woman straight up. As soon as she cut that camera on, whack up. Yeah. And then she realized she was on tape. And this girl is a teacher's aide.
Well, I mean, I'm sure. But
this is who teaching our kids. And then you want to say, well, they do it. You can't look at that.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. We know we were born as black people. I'm gonna say this clearly. As black people, we are born and taught as soon as we can walk and talk that there's a difference in this world. You're not gonna be looked at the same. You can't carry yourself the same. You got to be better than the others. Yes, we all taught that. So then why now we going back to this? Well, white women do it. You don't say nothing about these white girls to do it.
It's a disconnect.
You was taught that as a child. You got to be twice as good just to be equal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good enough to be average and be black. You know there's a difference. You know you can't be like them. There's no way I can go and be like Ryan and Josh and Jacob and Mike.
You know what I think? I think another big issue is too, you go back 20, 30, 40 years, you went to church if you didn't even want to go. We can think of a kid right now that we knew did not want to go. That was the first time seeing him in pants that fit and a shirt tucked in. And he's sitting there looking all thugged out, but he had his tail up in there in church, or he had his tail up in the choir stand. See, all that ended. Like today, you can look at church at home. And I know that there are houses that they have church going on, live service going on, weed smoking going on, alcohol going on, cigarette smoking. You can't do that in the pulpit, but people feel and believe, well, I'm not in church. Okay, yeah, you may not be in church, but come on now. So it's just a difference in time. Some people, when you could start watching church virtually, I know people that were still getting dressed. People were still, quiet in the house. Everybody in the house got up. Everybody in the house had to watch it. But now that's not it. Where you can be in your phone, you can be in your car, you can be at the mall, have your earbuds in and be in church. I think it's just a disconnect with reality. Like, I'd love to see how things are going to be 20, 30 years from now, because everything you do, you can basically do in your room. You ain't got to get up. You don't have to do nothing. And then when you going out, you got on these house shoes, you got on these bonnets. And it's like, okay, yeah, you may have been able to go to work in your bonnet, church, but baby, you outside in the world. It's a disconnect with socializing.
That's where it's bothering me, because I got my two little nieces, and I love the innocence. They have so much of real innocence. It's so hard today to find little children. I hope people are hearing this. It's hard to find little children, little black children who still have their innocence intact.
Yeah.
Don't you hear what I'm saying? They don't have their innocence anymore.
Yeah.
Because we're making them be grown. We're making them twerk. We're taking TikTok videos of them twerking. We got them wearing makeup and heels and shit and wigs and weaves before it's their time.
Yeah.
We were taking them to get their nails done. That didn't go on when we were growing up. Like, come on. They still innocent. They still believe in being little girls. They believe in magic. They believe in fairy tales. I love that. When I was over there yesterday, that's all we talked about. And they still trying to figure out how the world works and how this works. And they didn't even know nothing about funerals and what happened when you die. I mean, the innocence to me is what I love the most about them, because it's like they don't know. It's like playing with fresh clay. It's like, oh, okay, they don't know. I'm helping them go get themselves together. But they ain't the tip. That's not the typical black child anymore. When you look around, you talking to their mama, they talking back to you. They answering their mama questions.
But I bet you anything, your nieces, and I know this to be true, I don't even have to ask, but I'm just going to say it. Them girls have been brought up in a church. Absolutely. Them girls have been brought up with covering themselves up. Yes. When Brianna put them babies' pictures up, I'm like, oh, look at them church dresses. They do them stockings. They do them shoes. They do that. Shout out to your sister, because she's doing a damn thing with them girls. She really is. And they got Granny, they got Val, they got you. She is doing what she was shown. That's the difference.
And not only that, they're respectful.
They are.
And they don't mind. Like I said, they enjoy being little girls. Yeah. Like, they was so tickled. I came over, I said, y'all know I'm cold. And the first thing they went to go do is both of them bring a blanket and throw it over top of it.
I know they wrapped you up like a burrito.
Yes. I mean, and then we just sat there and talk. And it wasn't no adult talk. It wasn't no fast ass conversation. We sat up and watched Disney. I mean, that stuff was the same thing with Tish and her daughter, London. There's innocence there. Yeah. And then you meet these little girls out there in the public, and you don't know you don't know how old they are, because they act like they 25, 21, 22, 23 years old. And I understand they can't help how they look. I had a cousin, her body looked mature when she was young, and she couldn't help it. But she didn't act like that, although it was assumed that she wasn't fast. But nowadays these little girls built like women. They love being fast like women. They always got their tongue stuck out. They got pictures with their ass poked out. Well, that's because they see their mama doing it.
I was just gonna say that now that if you want to piss me off, that is all mama, because regardless of what your daughter is shaped like, it is up to that mama to get her the proper bra.
Exactly.
If you want to piss me off, let me see a little girl that don't have one on. I'm ready to fucking fight on motherfucking sight. Because it's like, bitch, you know what you're doing. Everybody can see this. And if I can see it, now that pisses me off. I'd rather say, ooh, put on multiple shirts then. Do something. But there's plenty of things that I see these women do. And let me tell you something, leggings ain't for every little girl. If you know she got them solid legs and she got something back there, you don't do that. And if you do, that damn shirt need to be past her fucking thighs. It need to be damn near to her knees. I don't give a damn. Cover these little girls up. What the hell are you exposing them this early for? What are you doing? Now, that pisses me off. Pisses me off. And it ain't no, oh, we went to rush. You a goddamn lie. Throw all that shit away. I will cut up something in a minute and you ain't wearing that no more. That little 6 to 10 stage, and I see these girls coming out, and then I'm not against braids in little girls' hair, but sometimes that shit can be too goddamn long. Now you can roll that shit up in a little ball. It can be in all that, and that's okay. But when that shit starts swinging and all that, then you got on these little tight ass. You playing? You playing with me? And then when a man, I've even seen this. A little girl have a grown folk hairstyle. She might be 5 feet. And the men looking, they just looking, then turn around, innocent face. But you know what's sad? Some of these men don't quit looking, even after they know that that's a little girl. But then what can you say? What can you say to mama? Let them leave like that. That pisses me off. So again, where the mama at? Where the granny at? And then people get mad when you tell them, baby, you don't wear that to church. I get sick of seeing women coming up in the church with that thin ass shit on. What are you doing? Or they getting up and they start clapping and all this.
Saw that at the funeral yesterday. At a funeral.
Oh, how about in the choir stand? That's why they got robes. You sitting up here with this loosey-goosey ass bra on. You bouncing around and we all know I'm top heavy. Now, so if I can keep my shit under control, see, now you're gonna piss me off. If I can keep my shit under fucking control, I know you can with your B's, C's, D's, and double D's. I know you can.
We
cover that shit up.
Saw that in the church yesterday.
And it's ridiculous. And then when somebody reach out and touch, you ready to cry victim. Cover your shit up. If I can do it, I know you can do it. Go do it. You can go to any one of these stores. You can go to City Trends. Might be cheap as hell. You might get cut up, but the shit can be under control. You can go somewhere and get something to keep it under control, even if you just got to pull it out on Sundays. Get that shit under control. Put on a girdle. Put on something. Control all that. I grew up with women that had bodacious butts. You know how many girdles they had to put on? 2. And we had to laugh, trying to get my grandmama in one. You seen my grandma. We had to put 2 of them on her. And she still put on a slip. And she still put on a darn dress. And she still had on a coat. She's put on all them layers to go up in the church. So why do people feel that they can put on the thinnest of everything? I'm going to shut up.
I don't know.
Shut up.
But like I said, I done spoke my piece.
Yeah.
I done said what I needed to say. And we're going to let the chips fall where they may.
But don't you stop saying what you need to say. People listen.
Like I said, I'm out here in these streets. I see what's going on. I see where we lacking as a people. And so I thought this kind of stuff was very needed and would be helpful. So it bothered me when I was told, oh, you slandering us. And I'm like I'm going out my way to make women look bad. And I'm like, no, that's never been that's not my approach for this show. You know, yeah, I might shine the light on some of the foolishness we do, but at the same time, I'm giving reasons why. I'm giving solutions. So it ain't just like I'm just tearing down just to be tearing you down and laughing. I'm just trying to give solutions. That's why I had Deja come and speak. And I'll let you speak. And whoever else, my sisters, they gonna come on and speak. Because that's how we get better. That's how we grow as a people. If we don't have different women saying, hey, this is wrong, ladies. We need to go do this. We're going to keep getting worse and worse. Are they all bad? No. But for the ones that's really bad, the ones that's bad are really, really bad. They're very disrespectful. And they disrespect themselves. Like, I don't understand. And it ain't just black women. I'm going to put this out there. But I have smell. They come in there, their arms stinking. Their body smell like fish. Because their pH balance is all thrown off, and it smell like Kush and all that. It's like, you come on, you got too much going on. Your breath stink, and then you up there talking in somebody's face. Your lips black, your gums black, your teeth brown, you brown mouth. Like all this is going on nowadays. And then they don't put on no water. They just put on this makeup and they put spray body spray and they put on these outfits and it looks bad. It looks bad, it smells bad, and it just is bad. And so I just wanted to come on here and say my little piece and clear my mind so I can go on. And like I said, the chips fall where they may. I've seen people agree with me, and if they don't agree, that's fine too. But you know, it just need to be said. You got something else you want to say before I close this thing?
Don't stop saying what you're saying, and it's nothing wrong. You know, I'm the first one to tell you, like, ooh, you know, went too far, but there's not nothing wrong because with the way the world is going, with the way this racism has been rebirthed, it never died, but it's been enhanced. Somebody's got to say something because they don't care about us. So when we realize people are displaying they don't care about us, we got to be the ones to care about us. So somebody's got to say it if nobody's saying it at all. So you don't get tired of doing it. You're doing well. You don't get tired. That's it.
Well, y'all tune in on Thursday. We're gonna talk about interracial dating. Hopefully, you know, I can get some women on there who date, you know, black men. I know a couple. I know some black men who only date white women, and we're gonna get them on. And it should be a good show. We should learn some things about that, the pluses, the minuses, what the obstacles they face, and and the fears and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. But we thank everybody for tuning in. We thank people for the comments and the text and all that stuff. And we'll see y'all on Thursday.